At 41 years old, what does Charlie Morton bring the Baltimore Orioles? The best answer I can give you right off the bat is stability, veteran leadership, all the things that the rotation in 2024 kind of lacked. Yeah, they had Corbin Burnes kind of anchoring the top end, but after that, we had a lot of rotating doors in the bottom half of the rotation, and we didn't really have that veteran. Craig Kimbrell was old, but does he strike you as a guy that was going to kind of pull Grayson Rodriguez aside and tell him what to do? Was Corbin Burnes that guy that would put his arm around Dean Kramer and say, hey, in this count, I'm going to attack a guy like this? Charlie Morton's that guy. And I know the initial shock, like when we all read the report, okay, the Orioles signed Charlie Morton, probably everybody was like, wow, really? Like, that's it? Everybody kind of expected to hear the name Jack Flaherty or something else. Charlie Morton, I don't think was on absolutely anyone's radar, but I'm going to tell you why it's a low-key, pretty good sign. So for the fourth consecutive year, Charlie Morton had started 30 games again, and for the fourth consecutive year, pitched more than 165 innings. Now, he pitched to a 4.19 ERA. Look, respectable numbers for a guy his age. When I first started looking into a player, the first thing that I like to look at is how they did against playoff teams. So I went and looked at Charlie and what he did against NL playoff teams, and I was like, oh, God, here we go. 6.06 against NL playoff teams last year. In 7 starts, he went 35 2/3 of an inning, gave up 24 earned runs with 11 home runs, 16 walks to 34 Ks. I kind of stopped looking after that, and I was just like, oh, God, this guy's going to bring nothing to the Orioles. And I kind of probably made some knee-jerk reactions on Twitter and whatnot. And if you guys aren't following me on Twitter and you like stats and stuff like that, go ahead and follow me down here on X. It's on PigTownSports. But then this morning, I decided to kind of jump in, and I was like, let me really look in to see what happened. And I noticed that he made 2 starts against the Dodgers, went 12 innings. So he went 6 innings apiece against the Dodgers, giving up just 3 runs in those 2 starts. He's at a 2.25 ERA, gave up just 1 home run and had 11 Ks. That's pretty respectable against the World Series champions. So then I was like, all right, let me look and see what Charlie did against the AL last year. He made 8 starts against the American League, a 2.54 ERA in 46 innings. Now, he allowed just 13 earned runs with only 3 home runs, 21 walks to 44 Ks. Walks are probably a little bit higher than we would like to see, but I would say he pretty much dominated AL teams. So then I needed to dive further. I'm like, okay, something about Charlie isn't right. And I found that he made 6 starts against the Nationals and the Marlins, probably 2 of the worst teams in the NL last year. Well, in 34 innings, he pitched to a 6.36 ERA. Ugly. Downright ugly. Gave up 24 earned runs, 3 home runs, 11 walks, and 33 Ks. Respectable and such. But so then I was like, all right, well, if we take away those 6 starts, the other 24 starts that he had made, he went 131 innings, pitching to a 3.63 ERA. He allowed 53 earned runs, 20 home runs, with 134 strikeouts. On the surface of things, when you kind of first glance at Charlie Morton, you're like, ugh, 41 years old. Like, I've heard some reports that, the fastball was declining and stuff. It's not. He had touched 97 miles an hour over 10 times last year. Now, he probably averages around 94, but now Charlie still boasts one of the best curveballs in all of baseball. When this thing bites, it's devastating. Take a look here. Now, when he gets in trouble, and I'm going to show you a few clips here, Charlie kind of leaves the ball out in the middle of the plate. It's baseball. You can't hit your spots 100% of the time. But when he misses, it gets hammered. What can we come to expect from a 41-year-old pitcher? Is he going to slot himself in the 3 spot of the rotation? Is he going to be in the 4? Is he going to be in the 5? At this point, I don't think it matters. I think Charlie, with his veteran leadership, he's been there. He has 2 World Series titles. The guy knows how to win. And he knows how to pitch against the AL. He knows how to pitch. I mean, a 3.63 in 24 starts last year would bode very, very well for the Baltimore Orioles. And to have that, a guy that can give you another 30 starts, it can give you 170 plus innings, on top of, you don't have to lean on your bullpen as much when you have a couple guys in your rotation that can go 170 plus innings. Now, am I expecting him to win a Cy Young? No. Am I expecting him to throw to a sub-3 ERA? No. Am I expecting him to be an ace? No. But I expect him to bring a piece that the Orioles are missing last year in leadership, stability. Like, I talked about this a couple times. And I just expect him to give us some quality outings. Now, when you really look at his career numbers, he does really well against the Yankees. Now, if he comes out and kind of has like a 4 to a 4.3 ERA all year, but gives you 3 or 4 really good starts against the Yankees, I'm going to say that's a pretty solid win in my book. Now, I know a lot of people had a knee-jerk reaction. I want to know your reaction when you first heard Charlie Morton was signing. I can anticipate probably what most people are going to say. They're not happy about it. We need an ace, this and this. And look, I understand it completely. I'm with you to an extent, but I'm also on the fence that the Orioles can win with multiple good arms. They don't need a great arm. They need multiple good arms. And I feel like Charlie Morton fits that mold for us. Sagano, you don't know what you're going to get, but you can anticipate he's going to give you some quality innings. Now, look, if you have Dean Kramer, Charlie Morton, and Sagano, all that are going to flirt right around a 4 to a 4.2 ERA in the back end of your rotation, and you have Eflin and Grayson that are going to sit between we'll say a 3 and a 3.7, that is a damn good rotation that will win a lot of baseball games as long as you have a strong bullpen. So, look, I started kind of negative about Charlie Morton, and then the more I kind of looked into him, I realized that he brings a lot to this team. Look, even at 41 years old, if he can still throw 94, 95, and he can flip that curveball with one of the best spin rates in all of baseball, he's going to help the team win games. And I'm all about just winning games. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if it looks pretty. Win games, get to the postseason, and make something happen. But let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later.